Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the overview of forest. Today, we will discuss what is the importance of forest. Now, what are the importance of forest? See, forests are also called as lungs of the earth. They are the largest suppliers of oxygen. Understood? Why they are considered as the largest supplier of oxygen? Because there are many trees which are present in the forest, right? So they also act as one of the largest carbon sinks on land, absorbing massive quantities of carbon dioxide and improving the quality of air. Now, what this forest can do? It can absorb maximum amount of carbon dioxide, as carbon dioxide is required for the photosynthesis process. Understood? What you will do, take a notebook and a pen and write it down whatever I am saying. Understood? So write, first of all, write importance of forest. Your first topic would be importance of forest, and then write the first point, that forests are called as lungs of the earth. Understood? So they are largest suppliers of oxygen needed by the entire living world. They also act as one of the largest carbon sinks on land. You just have to write one point, that is forests are called as lungs of the earth. Do not write the explanatory portion, just have to understand what is the explanatory portion of it. As when I ask you a question, that what is the importance of forest, for 5 marks you have to explain these points. First point would be forests are called as lungs of the earth. Second point is forests are also called pharmacies of the earth, world. Why it is considered as pharmacies of the world? Many varieties and spices of trees found in forests have significant medicinal properties. So they have medicinal properties, hence they are considered as the pharmacy of the world. Second point is forests are also called as pharmacies of the world. Understood the explanatory part? If you want to write the explanatory part, you can write in your own language also. Okay. Third point is forests support biodiversity. How it supports biodiversity? Because flora as well as fauna is present in forest, hence it supports biodiversity. अलग अलग type के organism present है वहाँ पे, है ना? प्लांट्स भी प्रेजेंट है, एनिमल्स भी प्रेजेंट है, एनिमल्स में भी अलग अलग स्पीशीज प्रेजेंट है, एनिमल्स की अलग अलग स्पीशीज प्रेजेंट है प्लांट की. ठीक है, तो जो अलग स्पीशीज हैं प्लांट के उन्हें हम बोलते हैं फ्लोरा, और जो स्पीशीज हैं एनिमल्स की उन्हें हम बोलते हैं फौना. सो फॉरेस्ट सपोर्ट्स फ्लोरा एंड फौना. इट एक्ट्स एज एन हैबिटेट फॉर एज अ हैबिटेट फॉर फ्लोरा एंड फौना. ठीक है, थर्ड पॉइंट है फॉरेस्ट सपोर्ट्स बायोडाइवर्सिटी. Fourth point is forest maintain right temperature on earth by absorbing tons of carbon dioxide. Now, how is this carbon dioxide released? This carbon dioxide is being released by we people. हम रिलीज करते हैं ना कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, है ना? तो ये एज एन एब्जॉर्बेंट काम करता है. एक तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का, क्योंकि प्लांट्स एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को, एंड व्हाट इट डज, इट मेंटेन्स द राइट टेम्परेचर ऑन द अर्थ. कैसे मेंटेन करेगा राइट टेम्परेचर ऑन द अर्थ? What carbon dioxide does? Carbon dioxide increases the temperature, as carbon dioxide is the greenhouse gas. What is the role of greenhouse gas? Greenhouse gas absorbs radiations which come from sun and do not allow the heat to escape. वो जाने नहीं देता, वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है हीट को जो कि सन से आती है ना, वो जाने नहीं देता. तो वो जो हीट है उसे एब्जॉर्ब करके रखता है ताकि जो इन्वायरमेंट है वो वार्म रह सके. लेकिन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इतना ज़्यादा रिलीज हो रहा है एटमॉस्फेयर में, बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में रिलीज हो रहा है एटमॉस्फेयर में, तो जितना ज़्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड उतनी ज़्यादा हीट, है ना, उतना ज़्यादा हीट एब्जॉर्ब करेगा वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो जो टेम्परेचर होगा वो राइज हो जाएगा, विच लीड्स टू ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. दिस इज द वे हाउ ग्रीन हाउस गैस एंड ग्लोबल वार्मिंग आर रिलेटेड, interrelated. You might be asked this question also, how greenhouse gas and global warming are interrelated. Greenhouse effect and global warming are interrelated. Okay, so the next point is, forest maintains the right temperature on the earth by absorbing tons of carbon dioxide, which is being released by human beings, human activities, or human beings. Next point is, forests play a vital role in regulating water cycle. It plays vital role in regulating the water cycle. They help in causing rainfall and have an impact on regional weather condition. As this water cycle comprises of water vapor, so the source of water vapor, major source of water vapor is plant, है ना. वाटर बॉडीज भी है सोर्स और प्लांट भी है सोर्स, वो भी वाटर वेपर रिलीज करते हैं. अब ये वाटर वेपर क्लाउड की फॉर्मेशन करता है. जब ये ऊपर जाएगा वाटर वेपर, इट विल फॉर्म क्लाउड. जब ये मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है वाटर वेपर के, जब ये कंबाइन होते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, दे बिकम हैवी, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस हैवीनेस वो नीचे आते हैं अर्थ पे इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेन और स्नो और हेल. ठीक है, इनके फॉर्म में अर्थ पे वो आते हैं, नीचे आते हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट वाटर साइकिल डिनोट्स. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज, forest play a vital role in regulating water cycle. Now what is it called when leaves of a plant loses water in the form of water vapor? क्या बोलते हैं हम उसे? This process is called as transpiration process. Understood? Now the fifth point is, forests play a vital role in regulating what? Water cycle. Next point is, forests bind the soil and prevent soil erosion. Roots are responsible for the binding of the soil. Now forest comprises of majority of trees, so majority of roots are present. So these roots will bind the soil and it will prevent soil erosion. ठीक है, forest bind the soil and prevent soil erosion is the sixth point. Soil is a resource that takes millions of years for formation. Conserving forest is the only way to combat desertification, ठीक है, and deteriorating quality of land, है ना. Sixth point is, a forest binds the soil and prevents soil erosion. That's it. Seventh point is, forest helps in controlling floods. कैसे कंट्रोल कर सकता है फॉरेस्ट फ्लड को? हाउ कैन फॉरेस्ट कंट्रोल फ्लड्स? देखो, फ्लड जैसे ही किसी दूसरे रीजन से आता है फॉरेस्ट में, तो फॉरेस्ट में क्योंकि रूट्स बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, ट्रीज बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, तो रूट्स बहुत ज़्यादा होंगे. तो ये रूट्स क्या करते हैं? एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं वाटर को, है ना. बाइंड करते हैं एक तो सॉइल को, और सॉइल ज़्यादा होगा वहाँ पे क्योंकि बाइंड करके रखते हैं सॉइल को, तो सॉइल भी एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है और फिर रूट्स उसमें से एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं वाटर को. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से फॉरेस्ट जो है वो फ्लड को भी कंट्रोल कर सकता है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज, humans get a variety of products such as timber, wood pulp, rubber, medicines, fruits, flowers, nuts, seeds, etc. So the eighth point would be, humans get a variety of products from forest such as timber, wood pulp, gum, resin, medicine, fruit, flower. ठीक है. Next, last point is, forest help in recreation. A lot of people venture into forest for sightseeing, है ना. स्पॉटिंग वाइल्ड एनिमल्स, आप देखने जाते हो ना, टाइगर देखने गए आप, है ना. तो फॉरेस्ट इसके लिए भी इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आप साइट सीइंग के लिए इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर द इकोनॉमिक पर्पस ऑल्सो, फॉरेस्ट, है ना. इकोनॉमी बढ़ती है फिर वहां से. The attraction towards forest is called biophilia. What is biophilia? Attraction towards forest is called as biophilia. Remember this. लिख लो एक नोट बना के. What is biophilia? Understood? So last point is forest helps in recreation. A lot of people venture into forest for sightseeing, spotting wild animals, camping, etc. Understood? So in the next class, these were the importance of forest. In the next class, we'll be discussing what is deforestation, what are the causes of deforestation, what are the consequences of deforestation. Okay? Now let us end the lecture. Thank you.